Hello critics, this is RatedT.S.M, and today we're going to be talking about Naruto, but first we're going to have a little miniature tea time update. The tea time update is going to only be about 2 to 3 minutes, hopefully less than 2 minutes. So basically here's what's been going on, and I'm going to give everybody new names, all characters from Naruto that I love. Obviously I don't love everybody in this department necessarily. I mean, I guess from the Christian, godly, in a way, yeah. But I'm just gonna give them all new Naruto names for now, so you can't figure out who it is and who's causing trouble at all. So the names, if I were to give Mirror TV a name, but since you already know her, she's Mirror TV, it would be Hinata, because she's my favorite character in Naruto, and like, yes, she deserves that. And then, or favorite female character rather. So she's second to like this one guy, because I just love those. And the rest of them, Karin, Ino, and Tenten. And yes, I do love Karin, in spite of how many people probably don't like her. So here's the thing. Ino and Tenten have been friends before, we even got to move in together since last semester, blah, blah, blah. Because they started hanging out with each other when they figured out that whole apartment situation thingy and getting together and blah, blah. And then we find out that all these weeks before we, had our second RD meeting and hopefully final RD meeting, that Tenten has been saying stuff about Ino behind her back, and there's evidence to corroborate all of that. And she didn't even bother to apologize, but admitted like, oh yeah, I did do this. I'll give you an apology when I come back home for the weekend, blah, blah, blah. And with Katie, things have been fine. Now, after that second RD meeting, we did make some progression and she told us that we were arguing like middle schoolers, and yes, we were. And that we did make some progression with the roommate agreement, and things have changed for the better, significantly. But according to Mirror TV, and I totally agree with this, I mean, it's sad because we made progress and now it's like we're regressing. We made progress just to regress. The whole kind of a flower blooms just to wilt type thing, if you think about it. And yeah, Mirror TV, she pretty much told me like, yeah, I'm moving out. And for me, since it looks like I'm going to be able to schedule classes the way I want to next semester, I'm probably going to move out too. Never mind the fact that I get 2 days off, I don't care anymore. I'm willing to go to class on Tuesday and Thursday if it means that I have to commute just to get out of this whole situation. Because Ino is also moving out. So, and really, I love Ino and I love Mirror TV, and it's not my choice whether or not they stay. So yeah, my first class will be at 11 o'clock, so that's why I'm okay with moving out and commuting, because the commute will not be horrendous since my class will start so late. As for other things, so as for Naruto, my favorite show of all time because it's the best, this is what my story time is going to be all about. Now let me explain why I love Naruto so much first. See, I got into Naruto basically when I was, let me see, I don't even know, maybe 6 years old or something, and it was fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Now, I didn't really watch it religiously or anything when I was that age, but I had seen it on TV. Now, basically, here was the first time I saw Naruto, and I remember all of this because the thing about psychology and senses is that your nose is linked most closely to your memory. So, yeah, that's just a thing that you guys should know in psychology. Smells help you remember things like better, I guess, or something like that. So I was getting my hair washed that day, and it was a hot, humid summer night. I was just in the basement. Girl was watching my hair, and that show came on, and they were talking about that show. And it was on Toonami and all that stuff. And I was interested in watching it. So my eyes just gravitated to its screen, and I couldn't hear anything over the dryer, but I tried desperately to hear things over the dryer so that I could, just watch it. Now, I didn't really get into it, like I said earlier, till probably a couple years later, and I just one day randomly, this thought passed through my mind. Hey, and I was thinking, what was the name of that show? I really liked that show. And then I tried to go find it. Don't know how I found it, because I didn't know the name of it or remember it or anything. And I saw it on TV, and I started watching it. And it was good. Everything was great. And I was in elementary school, so I did the awkward Naruto run. Now, I was not, from my understanding, in elementary school, really necessarily considered one of the weird kids, but all the weird kids were the ones who in gym class, they did the Naruto run, and I did it with them. I just sat there with my arms behind my back doing it. And you're going to see me having done it again, and the people filming me as they laugh while I go run away. So, did you enjoy watching me make a fool of myself? I don't know that I did, but yeah. I even think I ran like that in middle school and high school too. Again, I was not necessarily, I think some people in middle school considered me weird, but I think it was 50-50. I was not necessarily considered one of the weird kids, but I did the Naruto run with them because I love Naruto. And I was one of those, I guess, what we call the weird black people, or black kids that just loved anime. It just happened. So, here's the thing. I would sit around and watch it on American TV, blah blah blah, and then I couldn't find it on Toonami or the American TV anymore. I don't even know if I could find Toonami anymore. And after some time, I think I saw Naruto Shippuden on what was that thing called? Disney XD, which I don't think was ever really that popular, so that's probably why I forgot the name. Disney XD. And I saw that for a little bit, and then I didn't see it anymore. Now, I was trying to figure out, okay, so I'm sitting here watching Naruto religiously on Disney XD, can't find Toonami, and where did all of this stuff go? Where is Naruto? So I decided on myself, and I was in middle school at this time, that I was going to go online and watch it. Now, here's the thing. I was watching episodes of Shippuden, I think 252, 253, 256, all of that stuff. I was not caught up at all. I didn't really know what was happening. But to a degree, you can kind of watch Naruto and not have to watch the whole thing and somewhat understand things that are going on. But I figured, no. Unacceptable. So I was going to, that's at least was the plan, to binge watch the entire series of Naruto from beginning to current, because it hadn't ended yet at that point. So I went on Viz Media and I wanted to watch it with the subtitles and whatnot. So I think this was summer after 8th grade. I believe, yeah, summer after 8th grade. That sounds about right. And, oh yeah, that was right. Okay, because there's a correlation to something that happened in high school. So summer after 8th grade, I just figured, okay, I'm going to sit down and dedicate myself to just watching Naruto. And I'm not going to watch any other anime until I finish Naruto. The only thing that I did do was I watched the spin-off version, Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals, because that correlated to the whole Naruto thing. And I finished that, but I never actually finished watching Naruto. But in the end, I guess that was much shorter. It was just super good. Even the music, the soundtracks were fantastic. So fantastic that I downloaded those soundtracks. Some good music in Rock Lee and his Ninja Pals. So here's the thing. I'm using Viz Media because Viz Media was, I guess, the American thingy that was the way that they showed us Naruto, and I was just sitting there watching Naruto. I get through the first 220 episodes, and I don't know how much time it took me to do that, but I got through all of them. Now, here's the thing that happened for me to actually get through all of them. I would sit on the computer and probably watch it for about 6 hours a day, maybe 8. And I would just sit there, watching Naruto. And I would set goals for myself. See, I'm a goal-oriented person. When I set a goal, I just figure out all the things I need to do to obtain or reach that goal. And I was just sitting there, just watching maybe, I think the goal was at first 8 episodes of Naruto a day. Then 10 episodes of Naruto a day. And then I just thought about, here's how I can do this. So I think with Biz Media, I believe this makes sense. They had commercials in between during the show because that's just kind of how it works. When you want something that's free, you need commercials to make sure it stays free. Or you have to pay to get rid of the commercials, which I was never going to do. And I still have not done that and will never do that. I might someday, but no. And I would just sit around and just watch 10 episodes of Naruto a day. And then over time, I just figured, you know what, I can go higher. I can get my episode count up even more. Why am I just succumbing to the idea that I just have to watch maybe just 8 episodes or 6 episodes a day or 10 episodes a day? No. So I went by the hour. I just figured, okay, so I can watch 2 episodes of Naruto in 1 hour. And that's what I would do. I would calculate how many hours I had to stay up and how many hours I had to stay awake. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's the same thing, right? So, stay awake and stay up. So, here's basically what I mean by stay awake. Stay awake in the sense that I won't get tired and get sleepy. And stay up in terms of how long I was actually allowed to be up during the day. So I would think of really good times to wake up in the morning so that I could just start off of my Naruto binge watching thing. Now here is what eventually ended up happening. I ended up watching, I think, 8 hours of Naruto a day. 8 hours. Now here's what else I did that summer. I bought Pocky. I went to church. And I think I played Naruto video games. That sounds about right. I think that was all I did. I don't think I did anything else. I might have went to the zoo or something once or twice, but that's pretty much all I did. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's really all I did. But, so yeah, I mean, at least I can't remember anything else, because I remember, yeah, I went to church, but I ate Pocky. Yeah, it's not Pocky apparently, it's Pocky, I found out. And I ate sardines. Now, it's important to mention because those were my binge watching snacks. Sardines and Pocky. Right? Who just decides that's what they're gonna eat for them while they binge watch them? I did, and I loved it. And I would mix those sardines up. Now that's a good thing because that meant I was actually eating. See, I didn't just binge watch and watch, okay? I made sure I went to the bathroom, I ate all my meals and everything. I just made sure that I got up early enough and I would just think, okay, I have to get up, brush my teeth, make up my bed, and then go eat some breakfast, then go downstairs and start my Naruto binge watching. And my grandmother, you know what she said to me? She said, you are on that computer like 8 hours a day. And I looked at her and I said, yeah. And then I went up to, I think, transition to about 10 hours. So for that, she said, I'm going to start taking that computer away from you. And I said, okay. I just said, okay. I didn't fight her and say anything. And she was right. I was on there for about 6 to 8 hours a day. And she took it, I think, about once. She made me get off for a second and then let me get back on. And I went up higher. I was thinking, no, I can get on here for 10 hours a day. I can get on here for 12 hours a day. I can get on here for 14 hours a day. And it did get that bad. I had sat there watching Naruto for 14 hours a day at one point. Just watching 2 episodes per hour, going to the bathroom, eating sardines, eating Pocky, at least the sardines are healthy, and eating 3 meals a day, and going to sleep for about 8 to 9 hours, and that was it. I didn't do anything else. So yeah, sure, I still went to church, but after I came home from church, back to watching Naruto. Nothing else. I didn't call my friends. I didn't say anything to my friends like, hey, you guys want to hang out before we go to high school? No. And here is the sad part. I never, and to this day, I have never finished. See, here's the thing. When I got to high school, I obviously could not maintain that whole Naruto binge watching thing because I was in school for so many hours a day. And I had to focus on high school, blah, 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 blah. Not that high school to me, you know. I mean, not that, well, whatever. So, I just stopped. And I would go home and watch it sometimes, but really with the work and high school and all that school and all that stuff, I just never really got back the momentum to do it. So I told myself, okay, next summer, you're gonna finish. Over winter break, until you get a break, you're gonna finish. And that didn't happen. I think after that too, I might have watched 1 or 2 anime. So I tried to watch Infinite Stratus, and I could not find the rest of the episodes for Infinite Stratus. And it was a really good anime to me at the time. And you know, whatever. And then I tried to watch Michiko, Michiko Tohachi, or whatever. And I never found the rest of the episodes for that, so I didn't finish that. And I'm that type of person. I will not continue on to the next episode until I finish it. Until the episode after the next episode if I can't find the next episode. Because you don't always understand stuff. Like, I didn't pretty much completely understand stuff in Naruto for not being able to finish. So, here is what happened even in high school. We eventually had an anime club called Otaku Central. I know, disgusting, right? And I would go watch anime there, but they didn't even always watch anime. And I tried to have interest in watching some of those shows on my own, and it didn't work out. I was part of that club for exactly 2 years and some, because it was created at the end of my freshman year, and then I wasn't really that active in my senior year because, well, 1, I didn't want to be, and 2, there was a guy that told me, he was like, oh, those people, they're a disgrace to black people. That's what they got told. They disgrace the black people, and it's because they went around breaking the doors, breaking desks. They even got in trouble because I wasn't there for this, but they got in trouble and shut down a bunch of times for breaking stuff. Because there was this group that had, these 2 people that had sex in a stairwell, and they said they were associated with anime club. I mean, the fact that they said that they didn't, I guess, know them or whatever, or something like that. But listen, they knew about anime club, so I don't know what to tell them. So, yeah. And there was a lot of emotional problems and issues going on with some of those people, so it was definitely not the place to be. I mean, and all the Asian people who joined at first, they always left, and all you got left were these crazy black people who to a degree fit the stereotypes of being crazy, and it was just really embarrassing. It was like, oh my gosh. So I just, seniors, like, I can't take this anymore, especially since we weren't watching anime most of the time. We watched it sometimes, or we watched it really late, but we played all these darn games. And I just wanted to watch anime. Whereas, no, in college, I'm a part of the anime club. It's really great. And it's not crazy like that. It was a little cringy last year, but it's no longer as cringy or as annoying. And I'm actually culminating another list of anime that I'll probably never get around to watching, but I will try to watch them. So, yeah, I will try. As for Naruto, and you know, my whole experience with anime, I just really never got back into it after that whole anime binge watching thing that I went on the summer before I entered high school. And I tried again when I went to Ithaca College in Ithaca, New York for their 3-week summer program that I was sent to for free because low-income students, you know, that life, whatnot, through this program called Minds Matter in Philadelphia. They also sent me to Japan, hey, for free passport. And it was, you know, I tried so hard to watch Naruto during that program. Now here's basically what happened. I ended up, I think, watching it a little bit while I was washing clothes and whatnot, but I didn't finish it. And the rest of that summer, the summer program was in July for 3 weeks. I didn't go back to watching Naruto. And I don't know why. And I think to this day, I might have tried to watch it again at another point. I don't think so. I did so when I went to Japan for that month through Minds Matter. But I just never got back to watching it. And I still want to finish it. That is still the goal. That is still the plan. I even bought a Naruto manga in Japan. But I just can't say that I just ever finished it or that why. Because I still like to go to anime club and I still like to watch anime. But I haven't really watched much since then. I mean, I guess you could argue partly that I have less time, but I have watched K-dramas, whole K-drama series. And if I have time to do that with how they're 1 hour, well, I'll actually watch that much K-drama. I do watch it occasionally, and I don't usually finish them anymore because like I said, I think most of them are bad. And I realized after Boys Over Flowers, I'm never going to finish a show I don't like ever again. So yeah. But, I mean, I might do that, but, you know. So, I can't really argue that I just don't have time at all. Because I do even watch anime by myself alone. Sometimes. Very rarely anymore, but yes. I was supposed to talk about my favorite characters of Naruto and why I hate them and I hate the most. Favorite character, Deidara. Don't care what anybody says. Favorite character in the story, no questions asked. I won't be answering any questions as to why him above all people. Best character and probably my favorite character of any character ever written of all time. Good job, Kishimoto-san. And I also love Hinata. She's my favorite female character, hence second favorite character in this case. Hinata is just very sweet and kind. So yeah, there's really nothing else. And besides the fact that she tries really hard, very goal-oriented, works pretty much harder than anybody. Okay, yes, you could say Naruto works the hardest. It's all about him. I don't really like Naruto that much because he's stupid. I'm just not gonna lie. I don't like people who are strong and stupid because honestly, I feel like that's a waste of strength. It's better to have people who are smart and strong. Because, say for instance, something bad happens in real life, and you have a person who is stupid and strong. Stupid person's idea of something bad or something is trying to happen, like depending on the situation, might decide, okay, I'm gonna go pound, pound, pound. Smart person might think, okay, now let me think this through and what is the best way to resolve the situation without violence? Or is violence the best answer? And smart people, in my opinion, typically learn how to do things like martial arts or wrestling or other things that, you know, I mean, some of those things actually require you to be a smart person to do because it's all about defending yourself smartly or intelligently, and it's all about not just going in for the kill and that's it. So yes, I don't like Naruto because he's stupid, and when he does think about things, it takes too long. So yeah, that's why I love Shikamaru. Love Shikamaru because they have the best catchphrase ever. Drag, such a drag. Oh wow. And also, he's lazy. Oh, somebody who's smart and lazy doesn't rub it in people's faces and makes the most or best of, you know, tools that he's given. Yes, props to you, Shikamaru. And let me see. Sasuke's okay. I kind of like Sasuke, but I think he's stupid too. Okay, honestly, because he is so gullible, and that's all I really got to say about him. He's gullible, and he just doesn't think for himself at all. He's smart academically, but I don't like characters or even people who don't think for themselves at all, or who lack common sense. And as far as I'm concerned, Sasuke lacked more common sense than Naruto ever will. And I just don't think he belonged with Sakura, whom I hate the most because one, she was written poorly, and two, it makes absolutely no sense that she ever ended up with Sasuke. Because look at it this way, Sasuke needs to be executed for what he did and for what his plans were. Nobody needs to be with Sasuke. I don't understand why Sasuke even got to live. So yeah, as for Kari, who a lot of people don't like. I love Karin because Karin, she's so great. See, Ino would be my best friend in real life, along with Tenten. Tenten and Ino, best friends in real life. If I could have friends. Yes, I know they have very different personalities, but they would be my best friends. As for Karin, she would be that third best friend if in real life. Now, yes, you could argue she's Sasuke obsessed. Why would you like someone like that? Well, she does have common sense. She is smart. She's part of the Uzumaki clan. And I don't know, even though she's not strong, she has unique abilities that are actually useful and worthwhile thinking about. Whereas Sakura, what's there to think about there? So, yes, those are my favorite characters. Those are, girls that I like in terms of the show. I mean, in spite of the fact that Kishino Misan doesn't write girls very well because he wrote Sakura horribly. Yeah, I think that the rest of them are pretty great. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to do in my next story time, but or tea time. It could be one or the other. 3 and 1, 2 and 2. Whatever I choose. But if there is no Thursday next week, or at least for parts of October, then I will just finish up the month with a story time or tea time. So look forward to that, my sweet critics. Bye, critics!